in this room. A blue dry bones. And so what am I going to do about it? Probably nothing. None shall pass by. Let those who would disturb her sleep fall into the depths of endless darkness. Eek! May the intruder never find the key to this door. Okay, well, if I had to take a wild guess, I'd say that the key is on the blue bones. So, this is, if you haven't figured it out already, almost none of the puzzles in the Palace of Shadow are original. There is a few, but most of them are just repeats of things that we've seen already. Also, I like that we have the tutorial music for this. I guess this is technically the mini-boss music, but it's the first one you hear, so. That's a Dark Bones. It's the baddest of the Bones gang. Max HP is 20, attack is 5, defense is 2. When its HP goes down to 0, it collapses into a pile, but it'll eventually rise again. Fire and explosions will put a permanent end to it if you to it getting back up though. Its HP is high, so it's hard to take it down. Like any other bones, it sometimes builds friends if it feels outnumbered. It's a pretty tough enemy. You better take it out and its buddies all at once. Okay, let's show off with the fire drive. Wow. There you go. And you get 3 star points if you've got the red background at this point. And it drops the palace key, which just opens this door. No other secret is in that room. It's that big to just facilitate all of the bones. Ultra Shroom in here though, that's nice. And more bullet bills. Or bullet bill, what are these? Okay. These ones are too low to do that. That's fun. So this one we might need Vivian to come out. Or do we? We definitely do. Huh. Weird. But the real question is here, can I pull off the paper mode again? No. It's trickier than you might think. These, however, are not. And again, I do feel a little bit bad. Oh, nice, dried shroom. I do feel a little bit bad just insta-killing everything, but realistically, if I didn't have it, the combat's not really any different. It just so happens that you can take more turns or less turns this way. And if you don't have Danger Mario going for you, then you actually have to worry about like getting hit. And that's kind of the cool thing, is that you trade. It's supposed to be trading a risk for a. It's like a high risk, high reward, but there's no risk. It's just all reward. Unfortunately, if we ever get around to doing Super Paper Mario, there's nothing. Well, I shouldn't say nothing, but it's a lot harder to get into a situation where you can just one-shot everything. This room, we have more dry bones, and also a free jam and jelly, and just a coin. So that Ultra Shroom at the beginning of the last room, I guess, is to supplement that. And in this pink box, if I actually hit it, please, P up, D down, P. which completes our badges. We now have every badge in the game. Oh, we can sort this by BP needed too. That's cool. Okay. Let's see about maybe putting... it takes 2. Do I care about it that much? No. Okay. When we level up, we'll put PFD down P on. If we level up by the end of the game, which we likely won't. So, this is the puzzle that I was talking about, how this is unique. Every time you see a room like this, you have top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. And the way to go is signified by this torch. If you don't go in the door that has a torch lit, then you go back to the beginning of the puzzle with seemingly no indication that you have done anything wrong, because it looks basically identical. However, you'll see now this torch is not lit. When I was a kid, I spent probably 2 hours on this before I realized that something was wrong. I thought that it was just some kind of weird never-ending loop. And it's probably the first time that I actually had to look up what to do in a video game. Like, to just progress, not like finding a secret or anything. And looking back on it, it's kind of obvious. It's not the best puzzle design, but it is... It's not explained. There's nothing else in the game that's like this. I think this one is... No? None of them are that door? I thought one of them was. Maybe it's the next room. Nope. I thought there was one where you come out and go right back in. Anyway, we've now entered the big room. We get out of one strange room just to find another. It's so big, it's almost like an underground city. What is this place? Well, it's the Palace of Shadow, Vivian. Don't... I guess Vivian's supposed to be young. Because, like... Beldam was an original inhabitant of the Palace of Shadow. Anyway, we have chain chomps here. Oh, these actually give us XP. And funnily enough, I think that the regular chain chomps are a little bit better or easier than the red chain chomps. That's a chain chomp. I'd hate to get chomped by those teeth. They look nasty. Max HP is 7, attack is 6, defense is 5. Okay, maybe not. Its body is hard, so most attacks won't do much. Plus, you can't damage it with fire and ice attacks. You can freeze it, though. Luckily, it has low HP, so you could take it down with a special move or an item. Chomp chomps are like so super pumped all the time. Don't they ever get tired? I think that's a localization error. Another save block that, again, we might as well hit. Even though it makes the really annoying emulator thing come up. Got a cool little 3-star fountain over here. Another chain chomp that I'm going to try my best to avoid. And if we go down here... Oh, no, it's not yet. Okay. So, these little ornaments are not just for decoration. Even though they have a chain jump on them, if we toss Bobbery in here, we can blow them up really weirdly. And now they're just a regular pipe. And we can use them to come back into the background and hit the switch. This switch on the right reveals this boat panel. And you can place your bets now what the what the pipe on the left is going to reveal. It's a plain panel. No, not really. Cutscene takes way too long for something extremely obvious. And the left panel, the left switch reveals that that statue was also a boat panel in disguise. Which brings up an interesting lore question. And I don't know how much I should get into it, because this is stuff that we technically haven't learned yet. But the powers to transform, like all the paper modes, are technically granted by the heroes, the original heroes of the story that sealed the Thousand-Year Door in the first place. So, did they have to do these puzzles themselves? Or did they each have their own power and it just so happens that they could pass them all into Mario? Or does it even matter because it's a video game? And the answer is C. We've now entered the puzzle tower? How could there be such a huge tower underground? And why was it built? There seem to be a lot of rooms here, and every one contains a riddle. Riddle Tower, I think it's called. So, down here. Beyond, beyond, beyond. Complete all 7. Before, before, before. Well, there's not 7 in here, there's only 2. Let's check out the other ones. A weird red block that even the Ultra Hammer can't break. And a regular one that the hammer can break, but then you can't get that. 4 stones, twin stones. Master of Shadow and Dark. 2 are 1. 1 is 2. We might have to come back here later. This room. Door number 3 on the bottom floor, completely empty. All you see isn't all there be. Stones have power of the stars. Touch it to pass through. This one I think should be pretty obvious. Oh, or not. Is it Bobbery? Probably, right? Yes. Oh, it's not even Bobbery. You can just walk right through. Look at that. And we reveal the evil chest. Just kidding. It's a regular chest. We get the palace key. Just one of them, though. I believe there are 8. 1 for each room. Oh, no, maybe only 6. Or 7. Who knows? Oh, it's multiple floors. This is a tall tower. So, get your thinking caps on. We've got some puzzles to solve. The shy one hides his face, but the stars bring balance. The shy one hides his face, and shape also is the thing that it said before. This one, is this the flurry one? No. No. Keep in mind, it's been a long time since I played this game or watched anyone play it, so I'm going to have to figure out all of these puzzles myself, too. This room. Straight on, straight onward. We know the stars spurn us. Destroy all in your path. Okay, this is the Bobbery one. Yeah. Even though it doesn't blow up at the same time as Bobbery does, like the Chain Chomp statues outside. So it's odd. It's weird. This door is the inverse of the one before, and you'll notice This block is missing, because on the floor below we've already destroyed it. So let's go ahead and break both of the cement blocks. And probably the same thing, yep. So this red block is still it's blocking alright. It's in the way of hitting that switch. So we'll have to go down and then back up. This is just another fight room. Let fall the weakest, and that the skies lie. Then build to the strongest. Ah. Is there a regular... Yeah, there is. Okay. So this one you have to kill the bones in order. Which is kind of interesting. But... I mean, it's... very simple as well. So the order is him, and then red bones. Okay. And then dry bones. Half the trouble of this one is just getting the right one to attack you. This guy. And then terror bones or dread bones or whatever the blue one was. If I were to do this puzzle, or if I were to make this puzzle, I might consider having them all in one fight. Although that might be too easy. A blue switch. So if you do them out of order, I believe nothing happens, and you just have to leave and come back. Another palace key. All the rooms that I skipped, I think I shouldn't have skipped them, because I knew the only puzzle that I really remembered was the one at with the blocks, and I knew that you had to go to both rooms. So I thought that maybe some of the other ones were similar, but probably not. Mario, look there! It's a giant orrery. It's absolutely titanic. What in blazes is it? I don't know. Can we find out? Well, we can't hit that, so... maybe not. We'll have to do the puzzles then. So, time to find out which ones I didn't skip and work backwards. This one... no, this one I haven't gotten yet. The shy one hides his shape. The shy one hides his face. Ah! With Vivian. Yeah. Oh. So, does that mean that some of them, or probably all of them, are either something... well, it's... I was gonna say, it's either something Mario can do or something his partners can do, but that's all you have control over, so how could it be anything else? This was the fight room, and the other was Bobbery. So this floor is done, except we're gonna have to come back to the blocks. Back to the first floor. And this one we didn't do any of them, right? The unseen may yet be felt, so that we, the great ones, be it here, be it there. Oh, we didn't even go into this room. But this one's pretty... hello? Oh, it's a big chest. Or is it? Oh, no, this is the flurry one. You just have to realize that you walk into something. Palace key. So what could this one be then? Oh, the one we already got. But who does that leave? Coops? How many do we have at this point? Because there's 7, right? Okay, that was weird. I jumped and opened the chest at the same time. There's 7, that should be like, what, 5 or 6? Or there 8. There might be 8. This one I think is just a puzzle that I didn't feel like solving. Beyond, beyond, beyond. Before, before. Was this one beyond? 1, 2, 3. And then this one's before? Yes. Palace keys. So that's all of them then, right? I think it is. We just have to go back up and grab the block one. But the real question is, what do these keys open? Okay. So that should be all of them. Yep, all 8. So now do we go back up to the top? Oh, hey Flurry, come through the door, or the floor, why don't you? No, I remember now, you don't actually go up to the top at this point. You come back down. Da, 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 da.